it's Afmi Breyers again, and I'm back with yet another unboxing video because I seem to have had quite a lot of models lined up to arrive at the moment. So today I have just received 2 boxes for us to open. The very first one I'm going to open here is my Premier Club horse. So this is my second year in Breyer Premier Club. I really enjoyed being part of that last year. They did some really amazing models and I just absolutely adore the Premier Club models and their paint jobs usually. So we're starting off with the Arabian mare sculpt, Zafirah I think she's called. And she's a sculpt by Breyerfest, who has done some of my absolute favourite Breyer sculpts. So I'm really excited to see her. And excited to see her in person because I was a bit sceptical from the promo photos, so I'm kind of hoping that she's going to be better in person than Breyer's photos of her so far. So I'm just going to get straight into this box. Mountains of brown paper from Breyer. There we go. And here we have the lovely coloured box inside. I absolutely love these boxes. And we'll just open up. So here we have Zafirah in her Premier Club box. So one of the things I do really like about the Premier Club is how they do these boxes. So they always do like a little imaginary scene with the model, which I think is really cute. So there's a little bit of information on the back, which I'll read in a little bit, but it's basically just a general thing about Arabians and then the sculpt. I just love Breyer's bubble wrap, it's so soft. Anyway, that's a side note. Here we have Premier Club bag. And then get through the little ribbon. These Premier Club bags are so useful. I took like all the ones I had to a live show recently, and it was so nice just to have like a little bit of extra something that I could put the models that I really care about in, just to protect them. So I do really like these Breyer bags. And then in here we should have Zafirah. So I've seen lots of photos of her and I do think she looks nicer in the hobbyist photos I've seen of her. Still not 100% sold on like her tail and her legs, but we shall see. So it's nice to have her in hand as well because the Premier Club has been really delayed again this year. Last year Fireheart didn't release until like August time and she's not released until September time this year. So I paid my deposit for the Premier Club back in, I think it was November last year. So I've been waiting a long time for this girl. So I'm really hoping she's worth the wait. Just with the shape of global shipping at the moment, everything's been so delayed. So here we go. Ooh, she's pretty. Well, her colour's pretty anyway. Let's see if I can get in. Yay, I've got her head a bit off. So again, I will do a close-up as usual in the light box so you can actually see her colour better. But she's a really nice, like, liver chestnut. And she's got a lot of shading in her mane and tail. And I actually really like her. I was really sceptical, and I know some people are like, oh, her legs are too skinny and, like, she's not correct. But I don't know, I think she's pretty nice. Her head is gorgeous. I'll show you all her details in a moment. But things I am really liking about her head, she has got some nice subtle dapples, and mine seems to be in pretty good nick. And she's also my first like Arabian for my show string because I only have Polaris and he doesn't stand very well. So this girl's going to be going in my show string. So I'll pop her there for a second. And I'll show you a close-up of her in a second. But next up, let's get the next horse out of the box. But yeah, I'm impressed with her. I think she looks like a really nice model. And I actually am finding that I really like the sculpt, which I wasn't expecting. I was kind of expecting to be kind of a bit like, meh. But no, she's really, really nice. So anyway, let's get into our second model. So this second model I bought because if you watched my last video, I did not have any luck with Breyer's online random special run. I got the bears and they aren't really my cup of tea or what I was hoping to get. They were literally like, I do not want to get these. But I got them. I've been trying to sell them and not had like any interest so far. The only offer I've had has been a bit too low for my liking. Like I'd have lost quite a bit on them and I didn't really want to, like, I know I'm probably going to lose some on them, but I didn't want to lose as much as that on them. So I'm kind of tempted to keep them and put them as some kind of like ironic decoration in my house somewhere, just because, you know, if they don't sell over the next couple of weeks, I might just give up on them. Anyway, so I bought this horse because I was like, I do want a Breyerfest special run that I actually like, and this guy, as I was listing my bears, was on one of the sale pages. So I thought, you know what, let's just treat ourselves, and then I'm going on a buying ban maybe. So this guy is second hand and I've just got him out of a really nice packaged box, lots and lots of packing peanuts which are going like everywhere. And so this is one of my favourite horses from the special run lineup. As soon as I saw this horse I was like, I really, really like him. I have to try and track one down. And he is on a mould I quite like, although I don't really have many of them. Just trying to snip my way into him without catching him. So, I might be able to tell roughly who he is from the shape and the silhouette. Let's just get the loo roll off him. Oh, he is super nice. Okay, so I bought one of the Breyerfest rotating draft surprise horses, and this was my favourite colour from the lineup this year. I also really liked the leopard appy, but this guy, I just love that his colour is a bit different to stuff that Breyer does typically. What I've got to say is his coat, which again I'll try and show you in the light box, his like white bits are not just clear like normal white plastic that Breyer sometimes does. It's always got like a tiny metallic sheen to it, and the same with some of the areas of grey. He's like a little bit shiny but not in your face unrealistic metallic. And I just love that he has two coloured eyes, which again I'll show you on the close-up. He's got a blue eye and a brown eye, and this kind of horse is kind of what I'd imagine one of my dream type horses would be. I love these kind of chunky cob-like horses, and I've always really liked the idea of grey pintos, so I just saw this coat pattern and I was like, I really, really like the surprise horse. So I'm super pleased I managed to get one in the UK and didn't have to get one from abroad. So this is going to be my Breyerfest special run, and I'm really, really super excited to have in my herd, and I really, really like him. I really love his braids as well. So he is super, super cute. What I'll do as usual is I'll just chuck the two of them in the light box so we can have a little closer look and you can see their details. And let's start with Zafirah. So here she is. She's quite a tall model. I've just compared her to a few other models in my herd, and she's about the same tallness as Lonesome Glory. So quite tall for an Arabian, but I think it's just her pose. So she's got this kind of show position to her. And this is my favourite view of her. This little snoot here. She's got a little kissy spot, a little star and snip, which is really cute. And her eyes are just like popping out her head a little bit, but in a really cute way. I really like her. I think she's quite a nice head sculpt. And then if I spin this way, we can see she's got some different tones to her mane. She reminds me very much of kind of the Peter Stone style Arabians, not that I own any of them, but based on the pictures. And then if we come in closer to her socks, you can see that she has got mapping, she's got these little ermine spots, and then she's got a tiny little kind of sock there as well, which is so cute. She's got her tail, which was also that kind of two-toned chestnut, which is really nice. And then if I flip her this way, this is her offside, and I think she's a really nice sculpt. I do really like her. I actually think she's very pretty, and I am going to chuck on an Arabian halter I made for her just so you can see what she looks like with a bit of Arabian tack on. So here's Zafirah in the little tasseled head collar that I made for her to kind of be a bit Arabian style, and I really like the way it's turned out and looks on her. It is a tiny bit big around the head strap piece, so I'm going to have to adjust it slightly, but that will be really quick and easy to do. It is quite challenging making model horse tack for a mould that you don't own and is a brand new mould, so there's not really a lot to compare it to, but I think she looks super cute in it. And I think green does really complement her lovely liver chestnut colour. So this is Zafirah. I say, actually really impressed with her. I think she's a really nice sculpt, and probably my favourite Breyer Arabian. I think she's really pretty. And I can't wait to see her in like a grey colour. I think she'll look stunning as like a flea bitten grey. But anyway, until that is released, we'll stick with Zafirah. And I'm just going to do a little swap now and show you the surprise horse. Here we now have my rotating draft surprise from this year's Breyerfest, and he's the matte grey pinto version. So we're starting with his offside here, and as you can see, he's got some really nice shading. I especially like the shading on his face and then down into sort of his dapples and his legs. He has got this kind of slightly metallic sheen to his white points. I don't know how well it'll pick up on the camera and to the kind of lighter areas of grey, but it's not really in your face to the point where you feel it's unrealistic. It blends in really well with the model. He has all white legs there, and then I'll show you my favourite part of him, which is this really wonky blaze, which is so cute. I love that it's off centre. He also, coming back to his head, has different coloured eyes. So we've got a brown eye on this side, and then a gorgeous blue eye on the other side, which I really like. I absolutely love wall eyes in horses, both real and model horses. He has the braided mane variation, which I absolutely love. I actually prefer the Cleveland Bay mould with the braided mane compared to the kind of normal loose mane. And then his tail fades out really nicely. He's just a really stunning model, and I think a bit different in terms of coloration to a lot of the normal Breyer Pintos. So he was my favourite of this year's surprise horses. It's really nice to have got hold of him, and I would definitely recommend getting him. I can see him doing really nicely in performance, actually. I'd love to show him as like a working heavyweight hunter, so I'm hoping maybe that'll be one of my tack projects, will be to make him some hunter tack that fits his ginormous head, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any tack that actually fits his head, which is a shame. So I'll have to make him a little tack set, and it'll be good maybe to get him out to a live show and show him as a working hunter. But he's gorgeous, really great seller. She let me know about a few flaws he has. So he does have a tiny little rub on one of his ears and a tiny little mark here, but they're not really noticeable unless you're really looking for them. So I think with a little bit of touch up, he could definitely have a chance to go showing, which would be really nice. So that's my surprise horse and this year's special run for myself. I do like collecting the surprise horses. I like to get one from every year at Breyerfest that I attend. So I do have one from 2020 and 2021. So he'll be joining them as my 2022 surprise horse. So once again, thank you for joining me for another model horse unboxing. I promise I will try and get out some content that's not unboxings. As I said, I'm hopefully going on a buying ban maybe for a little bit. So we'll try and find some other videos to film instead. But I've really enjoyed unboxing both these horses. I think they're beautiful and just such another welcome addition to my collection. I would definitely recommend Zafirah if you like Arabians and if you're looking for a lovely Breyer chestnut, because she is really, really stunning. And I would definitely recommend the rotating subdraft surprise grey Printo as well if you want something a little bit different with some nice colour and nice shading. So thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon in another video. And until then, take care and goodbye.